Commissioner Peter Wood, ANC 1C03.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Peter Wood. I'm a Ward 1 resident. I serve as an advisory neighborhood commissioner in Adams Morgan. I first want to thank those who testified today and revisited very difficult memories. It's frankly an honor to be in the presence of so many fierce, compassionate, resilient people. So really thank you. And as Kobe Nagaji said earlier in this hearing, no survivor, I'm testifying about domestic violence in particular, no survivor should ever have to sit before this committee and question whether their safety is worth the cost. Please take this message to heart and put it into action. My testimony today is reiteration of what we have already heard from others. Cutting domestic violence services is expensive. Yes, the fiscal year 2026 budget is even more austere than normal, but some expenses should be taken for granted, and then include support for those who survive domestic violence. We know that for the foreseeable future, federal funding sources are less secure than in recent years. That's probably understating it a bit. We also know that funding domestic violence services saves lives. That is why DC needs to step up. Investing in domestic violence services, both preventative and restorative, is a practical decision. Organizations need money to serve the community, but it's also an important symbolic choice, particularly at this political moment. In a city confronted with a commander-in-chief who himself is an alleged abuser, we as a city need to demonstrate to constituents that DC's leaders are willing to confront those who incite violence. My main requests are what others have called for before me: maintain fiscal year 2025 funding to preserve current domestic violence services, and ideally work to increase the budget by 18.65 million. This should be focused on key areas laid out by the DC Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Those include housing, cash assistance, legal services, language access, and a few others. There are a few issues where I personally feel there is genuine effort across different political philosophies to improve lives. Domestic violence is one of those issues. I'd urge this committee and DC Council more broadly to pass a budget that serves the domestic violence community. Doing so will ultimately benefit us all. Thank you.